Well, since last time that we talked, Bill Cosby got convicted, 3 to 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
Did that surprise you?
It did, because I know this is America, and I know money rule everything. I know he's a black man, but money, if you got enough money in America, you can pretty much get away with anything. Bill Cosby, I believe, is worth like $350 million, $400 million. Mm-hmm. So with that kind of money, you know, why not just do what everybody else do? Buy the judge, buy the jury, you know, buy the prosecutor, you know, like that's what they do. That's what rich people do. That's what Donald Trump do. That's what he's doing right now. Just buy people, man. That's what he's always done. You know, even when he, you know, had sex with Stormy, when they had that stormy relationship, you know, he stroked that check, man, and got up out of there. You know, that's what he do. You know, you just buy everything. That's what rich people do in this country. They buy everything that they want. They buy silence. You know, they buy convictions. They buy acquittals. They buy friendship, or at least, you know, what appears to be a friendship. They buy. And you're just not supposed to go to prison in America if you got $400 million. You're not supposed to go to prison. And even if you go, it should be very, very short-lived. Like, that's just not supposed to happen. I don't care what you did. And let's not talk about the severity of his crime, because we know that in America, Americans are not serious about protecting rape victims. We can say whatever we want to say, but America is not serious about protecting rape victims. That's why you have 90% of rape kits in America, all throughout these law enforcement, all these police departments around America. On an average, 90% of these rape kits go untested. Are you telling me that's a country that's serious about rape? You have you have an accused serial rapist who is the president of the United States of America. He was an accused serial rapist before you voted him into office. And then this accused serial rapist is vouching for an accused serial rapist to sit on the highest court in the land. Mm. Now you telling me that's a country that's serious about protecting rape victims? The Me Too movement. There are a lot of women in that movement that I believe that are very, very genuine. I believe that they have good intentions. But there are many more who are very cynical, vengeful, and opportunist. They are opportunistic. And they're just in it to get what they can get out of it. They don't give a damn about rape victims. Many of those women voted for Donald Trump. Many of those women are trying to get Kavanaugh confirmed. They are not serious about protecting rape victims. They're just not. America has never been serious about protecting rape victims. America, from day one, this land itself was raped. It came in and raped. You know what I'm saying? Pillaged, killed, everything. Man, America's not serious about protecting rape victims.
What was the name of the Ghetto Boy song? I know you're not on it. I think it was a Bushwick Bill solo song where he was talking about raping that one girl, breaking into her house and raping her.
Mind of a Lunatic. I'm on that song.
Yeah. Oh, you're on that song?
Yeah.
Okay, but you don't talk about raping anybody on that song.
Bill do.
Yeah, Bushwick Bill does.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
If that song dropped today, it would be an outrage.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But back then, I don't think anyone even batted an eye when it came out.
Yeah. No, they batted an eye. They batted more than an eye. Shit, they was trying to bat our asses. You know, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was a lot of controversy surrounding that song. In fact, that song was like probably the culprit for us getting booed in New York the first time we played in New York. You know, because, you know, they wasn't trying to hear all of that. And they took out their frustrations on us collectively. It was a very special moment in hip hop history.
Right, so I'm looking over the lyrics, and this is verse 2 on Mind of a Lunatic. Looking through a window, now my body is warm, she's naked, and I'm a peeping Tom. Her body's beautiful, so I'm thinking rape. Should have had her curtains open, so that's her fate. Leaving out her house, grabbed the bitch by her mouth, drug her back in, slammed her down on the couch, whipped out my knife and said, if you scream bitch, I'm cutting. opened her legs and commenced the fucking. She begged me not to kill her. I gave her a rose, then slit her throat and watched her shake till her eyes closed. Had sex with a corpse before I left her, and drew my name on the wall like Helter Skelter. Okay, there's rape and fucking dead bodies.
Yeah, yeah. You know, when we did that song, man, we really had like a fuck the world mentality, and we're gonna do this shit like we want to do it. And the song was really, in our minds, we were like making music like Quentin Tarantino would make a movie. Like, you know how, like, if you see something like that in a movie, it's just a movie, and you're like, wow, that was crazy, man.
Right, yeah, like Pulp Fiction. You know, there's a rape scene in Pulp Fiction.
Right, right.
A gay rape scene, yeah.
Yeah, so we never advocated, raping women or something like that. But it was like, that particular movie was like, that particular song was like us, like illustrating, like in third person, what really could happen. Well, Bill went in the first person, but it's like what could really happen, in this type of situation. Now, would I do a song like that today? No, and that's why I'm patient with like newer artists, because I know that some of these artists, who they are today, is not going to be who they are in 5 years, 10 years down the line. I think the older you get, you become a little bit more introspective, and you understand the gravity of what you're saying a lot better. And you kind of you learn the art of taking the wiggle room out for people misconceiving what it is that you're trying to say, whatever point it is that you're trying to make.
Well, I mean, you had mentioned in our first interview that you wrote a lot of Bushwick Bill's lyrics.
Yeah.
Did you actually write that verse?
I didn't write that verse, no. I don't even remember who wrote that verse.
Okay. Well, you're not trying to take credit for that one.
No, I can't take credit for that. But if I had wrote it, I would take credit for it. But I didn't write it.
I mean, I hadn't actually, listened to those lyrics in quite a while. And reading it out loud was like, wow.
Yeah, it's a horror song. It's a horror song.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, you got a horror flicks, that was a horror song.